alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance.
Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Gonna run it. It's Farrell. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game.
The ball pops out, and the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. And that pass intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can hit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Loss of 4. Third down coming up.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Sweet cut there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Ducks are flying down the field. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll test the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Oregon 7, Georgia 0.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they...
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Spits it out to the back. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, big juke to get past. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that ball is picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it.
Underneath toaster coverage, got it deep downfield. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ducks! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flipped. To start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's a reverse. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Go straight ahead. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
Sent it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Makes the catch at the 35. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Going up top on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Third down coming up.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Might be looking to run. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Brings it in down the left side.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him, and they convert. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. A nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Got enough space. Touchdown Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Dances away from the heat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Fires to the big fella. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alvarez. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's looking to throw it. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they fight.
Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to fire deep. He's got it at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. 1st down here for the offense. On the ground, it's Farrell. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He's got the ball. That one's live. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why Dave got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're going to throw it again. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jeff.